Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to crack the code on a secret language that's hiding in plain sight: American slang.
You ever put on a movie or listen to a song and just feel like you need a translator? Yeah? You are not alone. English is absolutely packed with all these informal words and phrases that, they just don't teach you in school. Well, think of this as your official decoder ring. Welcome to your crash course. In just the next few minutes, we're going to break down some of the most common slang terms out there so you can start using them with total confidence.
Okay, so first things first, what even is slang? Like I said, it's kind of like a secret language hiding in plain sight. We're going to cover what it is, and maybe even more importantly, when you probably shouldn't use it. So, at its core, slang is just the super informal language people use when they're talking or writing to each other. But here's the key thing to remember. Everyone uses it. Seriously, whether you realize it or not, it's just this living, breathing part of the language. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. In proper, standard English, you might say, "What have you been up to?" Right? But in real life, with slang, it just kind of melts into, "What you been up to?" See? Slang often shortens words, it relaxes the grammar, and it just makes everything flow a little more naturally. It's not about being wrong, it's just more chill and efficient. All right, let's dive into our first big category, and it's something everybody understands: money, or, as you're about to learn, stuff like dough and bucks.
Okay, let's do a quick fire round. A buck? That's just $1. Easy. A grand? That's $1,000. Dough is just a general word for money. If you're broke, well, you've got no money. But on the flip side, if you're loaded, you're super rich. And a cheapskate? That's the person who just hates to spend any of their dough.
And you can really see how all these words just weave together in a real sentence. I'm flat broke till payday, so don't be a cheapskate. I bet you $50 I can find some dough. It sounds completely natural when you say it out loud, doesn't it? That right there is slang in action. Okay, from money to munchies, let's chow down on our next topic. We're talking about food. Slang has a whole menu of words for the awesome experience of eating. Oh, this is a fun one. Chow and grub both just mean food. Simple as that. Now, if you pig out, scarf up, or wolf down your food, you're eating a ton and you're doing it fast. You can even just say you're going to down a pizza. It's all about that speed and just being super informal. Okay, now for what might be my favorite category, all the slang we have for people. The good, the bad, the dorky. It's honestly amazing how much you can say with just one little word. We actually borrow a ton of these from the animal kingdom. For instance, if you call someone a pig, it could mean they eat too much, or it could mean they're just a really awful person. A snake, that's someone who will stab you in the back. A fox is a really attractive person. And if something bugs you, it's just annoying you. So you might hear someone say, "She's a snake and she'll betray you the minute you turn your back." See that? In that one word, snake, you get this whole story about her character. It's pretty powerful stuff, right? And it's not just animals. We've got a whole bunch of other labels. A dweeb, or a nerd, that's someone who's maybe a little socially awkward, not super fashionable. A hottie is, well, exactly what it sounds like, a very attractive person. If someone is clueless, they have absolutely no idea what's happening. And a dope, that's just a word for a stupid person. Yeah, these words can definitely pack a punch. All right, we're on to our last section. We're shifting gears from nouns and verbs to the fastest reactions in English. Let's talk about those awesome one-word powerhouses that can say everything. Okay, let's start with some good news. Imagine your friend says, "Hey, I got us tickets to the concert." What do you say? Sweet. It's just the perfect, simple way to show you're happy or you approve. It's got great energy and everyone knows exactly what you mean. But what about the flip side, the bad news? "So sorry, the concert got canceled." The absolute classic response here is, "Bummer." It just perfectly nails that feeling of disappointment, without being too dramatic. It's short, sweet, or not so sweet, and totally gets the point across. Okay, how about those moments when someone asks a question that is just so obvious? Like, "Wait, do we need tickets to get into the concert?" You can hit them with a playful, "duh." It's a little sarcastic, for sure, but it's usually a fun way of saying, "Well, obviously." Now this next one. This is all about showing you are in 100% agreement. Your friend says, "This is the best pizza I have ever had in my life." And if you feel the exact same way, you just say, "Word." That's it. It's like saying, "You are so right," or "I couldn't have said it better myself." It's like a verbal high five.
And finally, we have the classic shutdown. You know when someone is trying to argue with you about something you just couldn't care less about? A simple whatever just ends it. It totally communicates that you are not interested and you are done with the conversation. It basically means, I don't care, can we please move on? So, what's the big takeaway here? Slang is this super vibrant, always changing secret code of everyday English. Seriously, from buck all the way to bummer, knowing these words is your key to having much more natural, much more authentic conversations.
And that's really the coolest part about all this. Slang is never finished. It's always evolving. New words are popping up all the time. So, I'll leave you with this thought. What new terms are being invented right now, as we speak? What's going to be the next word of tomorrow?